as someone who is first-generation American, first-generation student, college graduate, someone who grew up here in Tennessee. I have a lot of proximity to the inequities and poor outcomes that exist in our state. So my background is in health, and to me, I was really drawn to that space because health is the foundation of everything. If you don't have health, you have nothing. We can change the world right here in Tennessee by setting Tennessee up to be a leader in advancing human rights. I think so often, there can be a lot of despair, and there's a really loud narrative of what the South is like. And even in my past work experiences, I would hear people say, well, that's how the South is. You can't talk about that in the South, or you can't be a certain way in the South. And I dismiss that. I don't believe in that. I think, there is a loud narrative, and then there is a just narrative, and there is a true narrative. It's important for people to know the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, because sometimes when we think about human rights, we think about, I think there can be confusion about what people are entitled to and what really should be just a basic function, right? And so if we think about human rights, and if we say the human rights and the starting point of that is just to have a dignified life, then if you start there, then you're saying that we have a responsibility and an obligation to ensure people have everything they need to be able to have that dignified life. And so if we have clarity on what do we mean by dignity, what do we mean by being able to live fully, what do we mean by fulfilling that responsibility to each other and that social contract, then I think that sets a precedent and a tone for how do we operate with each other, how do we have an understanding about what is our responsibility to one another. And this isn't about what people are entitled to, but that these are basic rights, that this is the basic needs that have to be fulfilled so that people have the right opportunities to thrive and to be able to live in a dignified life. We're at just such a unique moment to be able to really leverage, I think, the momentum that is right now, the energy that is right now, the young voices that are really encouraged, and I think have as more focus on lifting up human rights than we've ever had in this space. And so I'm just really inspired and encouraged by what I've seen in Tennessee, and that we can set that new narrative, that Tennessee can be that leader. And so I'm just really honored, one, to be receiving this award, of course, really honored by the people that I'm surrounded by, and just really grateful to be able to be a part of this fight. And so, thank you.